Hello, how are you today? I hope you are fine in this COVID-19 period. Today, Bisaso Ntamu is my name. I'm a teacher by profession and a head teacher by occupation. Today, I want to share something to do with a total quality person or a whole educated person. Now, who is this person? First of all, let us imagine that you are somebody there out there and you want to be a total quality person. What would you do? Who is this person? Now, first of all, a total quality person or a whole educated person is that person who can utilize all the body organs, all the body parts. For instance, somebody can use the head, somebody can use the whole body, and somebody can use the heart. Now, who is this person? First of all, the first step in becoming a whole educated person is somebody must be knowledgeable. You must have knowledge. Let it be academic knowledge. And this, of course, you go through the education ladders. You do the primary, you do secondary, and you get a university degree. For instance, in medicine, in agriculture, in engineering, in journalism, and photograph. Now, when you do that, that is the first step. You already have the knowledge. Now, that knowledge can take you to the top. But keeping you there is another challenge which you are going to look at. Now, the second step is getting informed. That is having an informed mind. Now, what is that informed mind? Get information on or about anything. Let it be your profession, let it be your occupation, let it be your country, let it be your community, let it be your clan, everything, as long as you have information. Now, what are the sources of this information? It could be the sources of information. It could be from the internet. Google has a lot of information. YouTube has a lot of information on your profession, about your profession. Newspapers have a lot of information. There are very many books around. Go to the YouTube channel. It has a lot of videos on either your occupation, your profession, or anything you want to do. Now, when you get this information, you are ready to take informed decisions. When you get this information, make sure it helps you so that you really sensitize, you really get to know everything about your knowledge, about your profession. Now, the third stage, which is also very important, is when you get a skilled hand. In other words, you have to get a skill to sell you. Now, how do you get this skill? Either a skill in bakery, a skill in cookery, a skill in football, a skill in engineering, a skill in photograph or journalism. Now, how do you get this skill? There are very many ways. But the first step is to identify your talent in life. Your talent is going to be very important and very handy for you getting a skill. When you get your talent, which you can also get from having realized your purpose in life. Because your purpose in life will tell you what your skill is. And how do you get this? Identify these two, your talent and purpose. One, you must engage in very many platforms. Engage in very many platforms as much as you can, so that you identify that one which you can do without one being forced, without having pressure, and even if there is no money, you can still do it. That is the passion you have. When you have passion for something, that means you can and you will do it with a lot of creativity, a lot of innovativeness. Now, when you get that talent or when you get the skill, make sure you train hard in it. When you get the talent, train hard in it. Read about it. Practice, design, do everything about that skill. When you do something about the skill, remember you are getting more professional, you are getting more skilled. The skill can, as you train harder, as you work harder, as you read harder, as you practice harder, you'll get the competence. Now, that competence is what will market you. It will make you spottable. It will market you. It will take places. So the steps in getting a skilled hand is, first of all, identify your talent. That is your passion in life. After identifying your talent, make sure you work on it to become a skill, and finally a competence. Now, the fourth stage in becoming a whole person, or a total quality person, is when you get a regenerated heart, a heart with a good character, a heart with a good personality, a heart with a good passion, with a self-discipline. Now, what is that heart with a good character? Remember, character is your behavior. Those are your personality traits. They can help you to move from one level to another. For instance, honesty. For instance, sincerity. For instance, being faithful. That character can help you. It is the way you behave, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you walk, the way you respect others. Now, that is your character. Make sure your heart has those values. Make sure your heart has those values. A total quality person must have a good heart, good personality, good values. Now, what are values? Values are things. These are things of yours. The way the standard conduct. Those are qualities of your standard, the way you behave, for instance, the way you walk. Like for instance, time managing can be your value, and so on and so forth. So your values are so important. Then the other one is self-discipline. How do you regulate your anger? How do you regulate your anger? How do you regulate your emotions? How do you regulate your self-gratification? How do you regulate your person? When you get annoyed, for instance, what do you do? When you get excited, what do you do? The way you regulate that is self-discipline. Then self-control, controlling your anger, and so on. Then your attitude is so important. How do you view your family? How do you look at your job? How do you look at your country? All these ones can be part of the way your heart is. Now, that is the regenerated heart. A heart with a good character, a heart with a good personality, a heart with good values, a heart with a good attitude, a heart with ability. Remember, all these things can be nurtured and nurtured. And remember, knowledge, information, skill or skilling, and finally a regenerated heart can all be nurtured and nurtured. You take time to get the knowledge. About 17 years in school, then you get information. Take your time to read all available information. Let it be YouTube, listen to videos, go to the internet, go to Google, it has a lot of information. Go to books, go to elders, go to libraries, they are sources of information. Then with the skills, learn about your skill, train hard, practice. Remember, great footballers practice every day, great musicians practice every day. And finally, you work on your heart. Make sure there is a lot of positivity in your heart. It must be a heart with hope, a heart with faith, a heart with belief, a heart with conviction. When you have the conviction in your heart, you get the commitment. Commitment will give you courage. Courage will give you character. Character will give you personality. Personality will give you values. Which values do you have? Where do you put your emphasis on? Now, at the end of the day, you get that total quality person, or a whole educated person. Remember, a whole is better than the sum of all its parts, as somebody said. If you're not educated, if you're not skilled, if you're not knowledgeable, if you're not information, in most cases you'll be half-baked. So make sure that in life you get those four things. First of all, you get the knowledge through education, formal education. You get the information through reading, through listening. You get the skills through training, through practice. Then you get the heart. Train your heart to have good values and so on. Thank you so much. I hope you have learned something today. Let's hope for the next video.